Welcome everybody to the Falcon one-shot. On the agenda, we have Breached here today. Now this right here is a very interesting title. I normally take this part of the video to kind of give you my impressions on the game, how it plays out a bit, but this right here is very experimental in nature, so it's really hard for me to kind of define what it's all about. It is essentially an exploration title at its core, but there's a lot more going on in the background as well, and it's done in a really awesome like space sci-fi type of experience too. So instead of actually talking to you about it, let's get into the game and actually show you what it's all about. Alright, so right now we actually have to interact ourselves. So we have a calibration going on over here. So this is actually done just by moving your mouse around. It's essentially checking out your senses coming out of a cryostasis sleep. We'll talk more about that here pretty soon. So now, let's see, we're setting up some environment. Select your preferable time system. I'm not sure if any of this really affects the overall story, but it could, but I'm going to go with Gregorian here for this one. Define your desired longevity. So I'm not sure if it's asking me how long I want to live. 600 seems like a long time. I'm going to go with 100 years. And even then, it's actually pretty long itself. You operate in virtuality. What is your preferred augmentation? I don't know. Give me adrenaline. Check completed. So as you saw from the initial text, we were supposed to be frozen for 10 years. Apparently, we woke up 4 years and some months into that, which was way before it was supposed to actually come to an end here. So something must have happened. This is essentially your main hub. Now what's really cool about this game is that you are not going to go out there yourself and look for items that you need to actually fix your generator and also synthesize fuel. You're going to be doing that through drones. So if you guys remember my series on Duskers, or you're familiar with the game Duskers in general, how you use drones in that game, you actually use drones in this game too, which is actually really, really cool to me. So this is our main hub at the moment. Let's actually click this here. Damn, how many times have I started this journal? My hibernation sequence was interrupted. The reactor's fuel was leaked. Luckily, there was no explosion. The oxygen generator is also broken. I've only got 8 days of oxygen left. There's no one here to rescue me. I had much more time even after the incident occurred. So, let me click on incident. It was pure chaos. I don't remember much. Earth tremor, storm, lightning. Calm down. There's not much time. Send a drone, gather resources, fix the shelter. So obviously something's gone on Earth over here, and who knows how far into the future we actually are. But as you kind of progress with the game and you start fixing the generator and synthesizing the fuel, more of the story kind of opens up to you. But that's what we have available at the moment. Let's go out into the map itself and go to our very first map. The surrounding itself, the atmosphere is really, really beautiful in this game. That's what I really enjoy about it. Just getting out there. And there's danger involved in it. There's also a way to kind of avoid the danger. You kind of really take in the entire atmosphere in one go here. So G11, we have a ravine type of landscape. No anomalies in this map, luckily. Low amount of capsules, minerals, and there's also one recall point. The recall points usually work as your way to escape the actual place that you go and check out. So some have multiple recall points, and some will have the anomalies, which are actually kind of like the quote-unquote bad guys of the game, I guess if you could probably call it that here. In that they will actually ruin your drones, not purposely, but apparently the electromagnetic field that they actually discharge affects your drones. This is technically what's happening here. So, the entire game, for the most part, is played with your mouse. You accelerate with the left mouse button, and you actually slow down with the right mouse button over here. As you can see, it's just really, really beautiful. This is going to be a really small map, so I really want to open up the next one so I can show you more of the actual atmosphere of the game here. So, we want to go ahead and harvest the beta mineral here. I can look around when that happens, yeah. So that's been done. You can carry up to 3 big supplies in one single map, so if you're looking for a particular type of element or mineral that you're missing for your stuff back home, You can definitely choose what you want to actually take with you or not. But you are limited to 3. I'm not sure if we could actually increase that over time, but at the moment I've played maybe an hour and a half's worth of this game. But I've spent most of my time just exploring the maps because the atmosphere is just really, really engaging. So I haven't done much progress as opposed to just kind of running around being like, ooh, this is actually really pretty. On drone control, session finished. We got 1 capsule, 7 samples of alpha mineral, and also 8 of the beta mineral, I should say, as well. Close this off, and we're basically done here. Let's go over to the lab. Let's go to the lab here. We want to hack this capsule that we found. This will give us like a random amount of actual items as well. And from this we got 2 alloy units, 3 conductors, and 3 microchips. So in terms of the generator, at the moment we are 2 of 5 of conductors, 2 of 10 of the alloys, and 3 of 25 of the microchips, and we also need 1 molecular filter. This is to actually fix the oxygen. So maybe you can actually remain here beyond 8 days, but you definitely want to fix the generator for the oxygen to go forward with. Now, the other thing I've done myself off camera, though, is actually synthesize the fuel. And what's really interesting about this is you actually synthesize it yourself. So you're supposed to find alpha, gamma, and beta minerals. And after you do that, you get to select the amount of alpha, beta, and gamma minerals you actually want in order to kind of test the synthesized thing. So you're not going to probably get in the first try, so it's up to you to figure out like how many alpha, beta, and gamma you have to set up for it. And it'll give you like the result, it'll give you like a percentile. And then you want to aim for 100%. So you'll probably get like 72. And if you get 72, you try to like start moving some stuff around based on that number and try to get it higher and higher up till you get 100. And if you're probably going away from the 72, it means you're actually using the wrong amount of minerals required. So it's really interesting in that regard. It's a bit of a experimental thing to it as well. I just really enjoy how the entire world just kind of forms around you as you kind of like phase in here with your drone. It's just so cool. Alright, so there's allegedly 2 or 3 recall points from this map alone. So you go out here and start searching around. Just so pretty, man. Alright, so nothing here. I'm looking for just about anything we could kind of like research right now and just gather up with our drone. Sometimes you'll find like different minerals stored in locations like this, like just run down what looks to be like facilities or something. I can't tell you about the limitations of the map, like they just seem really huge. They keep going and going. Like in the Seashore map, which is where I'm at right now, I've gone through a lot of this map, and there's still a lot more left over, and I think I'm just about done with the map itself. Like, there's another part, I find, like, a different type of, I guess, path to take, and I'll be like, oh, hey, there's some more of the map over here available. So at the moment, we have found, might be the alpha one. That right there is an anomaly. Some of them actually travel and move, some of them are just dormant. That one over here is moving around, so we're going to harvest the material here, and hopefully that's coming back right now. We got it. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Gotta move. So as you can see right now, I can just go ahead and just harvest 1 and 2 more, and that's it. I can just leave, and we'd be done with it. That's if we're looking for more alpha minerals. Oh, there's an anomaly. No, 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 no. As you can see right now, we're getting all kind of like messed up in our signature pattern, what we're reading, because of the magnetic field of the anomalies itself. So that's the reason why you want to avoid those. Now, the black ones are a lot more aggressive. They move around. But there's other ones as well, which I do believe are somewhere around this area. Oh, there's the green ones. These guys also move around a bit. And there's also maybe some beta minerals over there. There's also some yellow anomalies as well. I mean, technically, I know where I want to go to pick up the stuff, but I want to show you more of the atmosphere as well, because that's what really the game's all about. I really enjoy the atmosphere a lot about it. So here we have, I think, some of the beta one. Now, the third one is the really difficult one. We have the alpha, the beta one, and the third one is the gamma, I believe. That's the one that's a bit more harder to normally find. But I want to get enough of this materials to at least do some of the fuel synthesizing to show you that mechanic as well before we wrap up here. So technically, if I could find myself a gamma, that's going to be my recall point over there. I would like to find a gamma source, because we're missing gamma to actually synthesize fuel. The next map over does have gamma, but I don't think I have enough time to check out another map at the moment. Oh! Ooh! Okay. That was close. I think that might be gamma over here. Yeah, that's gamma. But this is a really, like, anomaly-heavy area, so let's see if I can pull this one off here. It's going to be some green dudes and some of the yellow ones as well. Now, I don't think if you get stuck in an anomaly, I'm not sure if your drone destroys or not. I know it just gets really, really messed up in your vision. Okay, just avoid. Avoid, there it is. I know, oh, it's pulling me in! The magnetic anomaly is pulling me in. Is it still pulling? It's still pulling, just grab. No! Just hang out, Falcon, no! No! I'm almost down, I got it! Go! Just go! Okay, it's pulling me. I'm not sure what happens if you touch the anomaly. It's never really happened to me before, but they technically do just want to pull you in towards them. And that's maybe when you are completely destroyed. Whew, boy. Alrighty, well, we got out of there. Just barely. Alrighty, flight result. Drone control session finished. We got 3 samples of alpha, 3 of beta, and 4 of gamma as well. And as you can see, we have 60% of our energy left over, so technically we could go out and check out the crater, go back to the map we're at, or go and check out the canyon as well. But I want to go over to the lab and show you some of the synthesizing features here. So we have 10 alpha, 11 beta, 4 gamma. I'm not entirely sure if this changes by playthrough, but I do believe the way I was able to forge my fuel at 100% was luck alone, mind you. But I started off with like a 1, 1, and a 7? Or maybe it was a 6, I'm not sure. And then that failed on me, and I went down to like 2, 2, and it dropped me down to 5, huh? Let's try 2, 2, and 5. I think that's what I used to get a 100% fuel, but let me give it a try here. So synthesize. 71% fuel quality, okay. Yeah, so I do believe it's probably random by playthrough itself, because I'm sure it was a 225 that got me the 100% last time around. But this gives you an idea how it plays out. And as you remember, we had like 60% energy left over after our first scavenge. We're now down to 30. So I do believe it can go out one more time, but as opposed to going out 2 times now, we're really limited to just 1 more time, because the synthesizing of the fuel also took us some of our energy for the day itself. But you kind of have to figure out what's going to be more important, going out, getting some more ingredients, or trying to synthesize the 100% fuel needed to continue onwards. But this is Breach. There's a lot more to it, obviously, but it's a really, really fun game. Really hard to describe, as I mentioned, but the atmosphere is really, really cool, and there's a really interesting story behind it as well. But there you guys have it. I have all the information for the game in the description below if you want to check it out. Comes out on the 22nd, when this video should be going live, if not a day before. But 22nd is the day of the release. I will catch you next time.